Right, welcome to part 3 of Inner Child, Soul Child and the Ego Child. So we finished with there is required an approach to sort out the ego child and how it has brought about certain traits evolved to the divine blueprint and caused a break in the etheric body. Once more, we need to revisit the centres to ask some questions. Yeah, I've got my septiquartz, which is useful for this. Fluorite is good as well. And yeah, celestite I used before. So this particular approach is going to go straight to the Christ light of consciousness to find the angel of truth. So prepare your space. Bring everything to a stillness. And become aware of the soul above the head, the sphere of light. An even greater sphere above the soul sphere. You have now touched the Buddhic plane. You perceive a blue-white colour representing the Christ-like consciousness. Focus upon Christ himself and the angel of truth. The angel will present itself as a colour. So within the blue-white, another colour appears. And drop your focus to the soul upon its own plane, while still identifying with the Christ and the angel of truth. There may be insight at this stage. So we'll just pause for a while. Allowing the light to illuminate our minds. Now drop the colour representing the angel of truth down through the chakra centres, also down to the earth. Down to the crown, brow, the throat. See this colour washing down through the chakras to the earth. Affirm now that you are the conscious soul incarnate and require to know the truth. So we now start at the base chakra. Contact the inner child within the base chakra. Ask the inner child if there is an ego child present. This will relate to what needs to be transformed to correct the blueprint and align the chakra center to the divine plan. There is another question required to be asked. Is it your ego child or somebody else's ego child? And also, what particular fault has it caused? Remember, the inner child is the manifestation of the soul child. So help can come from the soul child above the head and also the angel of truth. Record your information. Now move to the inner child of the sacral center, chakra. Ask the inner child if there is an ego child present. If yes, is it your ego child or somebody else's ego child? What is the trait that it possesses? How has it affected your inner child? Remember, the sacral concerns creativity and relations. Your base was security. Move into the solar plexus, which is your centre of power. You contact the inner child. You ask the same questions. Is there an ego child present? You need to know the effects of this ego child. Remember, this is your centre of power. Don't lose contact with the angel of truth. We now move to the next centre. It's the heart chakra. To find the inner child. The inner child is sitting with the angel of truth. But is there an ego child playing around? Find out what the ego child is doing there. This concerns love and love relationships. How has the ego child affected your love relationships? Soul child is also there to give you advice. Make sure you record this information. And so we move to the throat chakra. And contact the inner child within the throat. The throat is communication. Ask the inner child of the throat chakra if there are any problems from an ego child. The throat chakra also relates to truth. We'll pause for a while on the throat chakra. And then move up to the brow centre. Identify with the inner child. The inner child has a friend. It is the angel of illumination. Your mind lights up and reveals if anybody else is there that is a problem for your inner child. The ego child may try to hide from you. What problems has the ego child caused to your patterns of thinking? The soul child will help you to find the ego child. The angel of illumination will give you the wisdom. Finally, move into the crown chakra. The inner child and the soul child are very close to each other within this centre. Is there anybody else there concerns an ego child? Ask necessary questions. This centre relates to understanding and acceptance. Acceptance comes through understanding. Is there any understanding you're not able to gain because of the ego child? Now you have the information. The approach now will be to fully focus upon the Christ light of transmutation and wash this energy down through the centres. The blue-white Christ light you focused upon initially, bring that down, wash it down through the centres. You can focus upon each one at a time, transforming the force of the ego child into energy for the use of the inner child. Some aspects, however, will need to be dissolved completely. Work down through the centres to the earthly centre and the earth child of which you are a part. Has the earth child a problem that is depleting its energy? If so, focus the light into the problem and the devas that concern it. And in your own time, make sure you can feel the ground beneath your feet, slowly bringing your consciousness back into the room.